Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is our final time playing through Doki Literature Club Plus. These are the final two side stories right here, Self Love Part 1 and Part 2. We're going to be doing both of them today. And, yeah, let's just jump right into it, really. I've had a lot of fun playing this game over like the past like 2 weeks or so. It wow, these side stories have been great. Being able to replay the original was also great. I have no idea how this is going to end at all. Um Let's just jump right into it. It's only been 1 day since Yuri's letter was delivered to Natsuki with Monika's help. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki haven't faced each other since. Although it's only lunchtime, Yuri finds herself anxiously counting the hours until she'll need to face the outcome of her efforts, whether good or bad. And because the passing by of students was making her feel even more anxious, Yuri picked out the most secluded spot she could find to spend her lunch. Because the staircase is under maintenance, no student would ever have any reason for coming here. It's such a relaxing feeling to have a moment of solitude in the middle of a frantic school day. Eat. What are you doing here? I just. Yuri grips her book with enough force to rankle the pages beneath the pressure of her thumbs. Well, what are you doing here? I just came to get a drink from the vending machine. The other one is out of the drink I like. Yuri notices Natsuki fidgeting with a few coins between her fingers. She nods, avoiding eye. Oh yeah, because Natsuki's broke. Natsuki, also looking away, shuffles over to the vending machine. It's so quiet that every one of her movements seem to reverberate through the entire stairwell. After far too long, she finally receives her beverage, which she then fidgets with in place of the coins. It's some kind of iced tea. But instead of leaving right away, Natsuki just stands in place. She glances all around her. It's like way too quiet back here. It's creepy. I mean, that's not what I meant. I mean, it's totally cool that it's your thing or whatever. Like, I can see how it suits you. So, not because I think you're creepy or something. I didn't mean that either. I'm just gonna stop hopping. That seems like a good idea. It's okay. Everything is okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words of comfort after hearing Natsuki stammer herself into dejection. Seemingly in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and hesitantly sits down near Yuri. Well, I can leave if you want. Yuri shakes her head. Natsuki twists the cap off her drink and takes a sip. She's sipping out a drink. Sorry. Despite receiving Yuri's general permission, Natsuki doesn't say anything more. Yuri continues to read, or at least pretends to. And the two just sit there for a long time. The tension seems to fade a little bit as time passes. Even without any words, this seems to have meant a lot something, although it's not clear what they may be. Lunch ends more quickly than expected. Natsuki is the first to stand up with her empty drink bottle. Are you coming today? To the club? Yuri nods. I'm sorry for being so awkward. I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. I just can't for some reason. I don't know why, but I want to eventually. There's no rush. I promise. Thanks. Okay. Kinda awkward. It's the next day. Natsuki appears from around the corner and steps up to the vending machine, glancing at Yuri as she does so. Today she seems to be holding some kind of book as well. Oh, you're here again. Well, I just came here to read this because there aren't any people around here. Oh, I thought you didn't like how quiet it was. Well, I don't, but there's no people here. I see. Natsuki sits down. The mood feels much more different today than it did yesterday. After yesterday's lunch and the club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri are beginning to feel more relaxed around each other again. Although Yuri's letter is still lingering in the back of Natsuki's mind, she continues to detour around it. But it's okay that I'm here? Yeah, I don't care. I mostly just don't like dealing with the crap I get from my friends about it. Especially since, like, they all just assumed I stopped reading manga after I joined the literature club. Not that I'm trying to hide it from them exactly, but I just don't want it to come up again now after I waited so long for this new volume to come out. Literally months at this point. Hunter! Sorry. You don't have any other friends who are into manga? Not unless online friends count, and Sayori, but that's different because she's not exactly into it. She just likes it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Honestly, you're lucky that the books you're into at least just look like books, so you don't have to feel like everyone's constantly judging you about what you're reading. That would be so awful, especially since I already hate attention so much. Well, it's a good thing I have thick skin, I guess. By the way, I would totally recommend finding some friends online if you haven't already. If you're like me and have no one to share your hobbies with. Oh, I have online friends. Since middle school, actually. I was especially desperate back then. It's somewhat embarrassing to reminisce about those days. Do I? Not really. I mean, like, the people that I speak to online. Oh, no, I do. I do. Now that I haven't talked to them in a minute, though, but I do. I do, actually. Yeah, no, I do. That's crazy. I actually do, huh? Sometimes I feel like the me from a few years ago would have benefited from a good smack around the face. Oh, whatever. We're all just stupid kids back then anyway. I mean, dude, I used to have a lot of online friends. Um, I just don't talk to any of them. I don't even remember most of them anymore. I don't even remember most of them, but I have like a few now after, some time. Like I do have a few here and there. Some of the fanfics I wrote, thank God I used a pseudonym, but I liked it at the time. I got a lot of fulfillment out of it, and plus I can look back and say with confidence I've become a better person since then, so I don't think I would change anything. I wonder if a few years from now we'll think the same thing about our current selves. Aha, probably. That doesn't make you uncomfortable? No, of course not. I don't care what other people think of me, especially someone who doesn't even exist yet. Alright, here. Natsuki raises her hand to her face and forcibly slaps her own cheek. That's me from the future coming to terms with me right now. Also, ow, I didn't mean to do it that hard. Yuri doesn't seem to react, but then to Natsuki's surprise, Yuri shyly looks the other way before lifting her arm and doing the same thing herself, loudly smacking her cheek. She turns red and stares into her lap, but is unable to hide a smile, as though it was a really funny joke. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know I had it in you. I don't even know why I did that. Maybe I thought it'd be funny. Sorry, I keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to reading, but I keep going on about all this nonsense. I'll let you get to your reading. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then. The conversation ends quickly, and Natsuki opens her book. The two read silently for the remainder of the lunch hour, but the whole time Yuri feels distracted by a twist of regret over having so abruptly forced the end of the conversation. Oh my gosh. Okay. You're back. Yeah, I'm here to lay low again. Another day has passed. During lunchtime, Natsuki finds herself having wandered to the stairwell once more. Hey, did you buy that? Natsuki quickly notices a bottle of iced tea on the staircase where she normally sits. Yuri nods, avoiding eye contact. What, like for me? But I didn't know I was coming here today. What if I didn't show up? Well, I would have had to drink it myself, I guess. It was a stupid thing to do. No, it wasn't stupid. I just thought, never mind. What I meant to say is thank you, and that is really nice gesture. It's okay if you don't feel that way. I do. It was the other thing that I didn't mean. I swear, please believe me. Yuri pauses and nods. Talking is hard. I get it wrong a lot too. So I believe you. Natsuki exhales in relief. She then sits down next to Yuri and takes the drink. Knowing Yuri, she was probably overthinking it so much that Natsuki's tepid response filled her with self-doubt. I'll do something nice for you next time. Please, don't feel obligated. I want to. I want to do nice things too. Okay. Thank you. You can thank me after I figure out how to do something nice. I'll do it too then. Natsuki sighs. Nothing. It just reminds me how I haven't been getting along with my friends lately. Is that why you've been coming here? Well, no, not exactly. I haven't been avoiding them on purpose or anything. There are just other things I'd rather be doing during lunch lately. I like being around them when we're all just having fun, but they also just can't take anything seriously. So when I'm, I don't know, feeling serious, then their attitudes just really get on my nerves. It's only gotten worse ever since I joined the literature club. How come? I don't know. I feel like I used to be really good with people just putting up with it because it would be so stupid to cause drama over a joke I didn't like or something. But I just have a hard time doing that lately. But it's my fault for being overly sensitive. If I have a problem, I'm not going to demand for everyone around me to change. But yeah, I know. Monica and Sarah really don't agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my position, so it's easy for them to say that you should just communicate your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend group does that kind of thing. I would just be making an embarrassment of myself. Sorry, none of this has anything to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it. It's okay. I like listening. What, listening to other people's problems? Yes. That's weird. Sorry. I just like learning about people. Do you think it's weird? No, that's not weird. I probably just misunderstood, so I don't know. Does that mean I should keep going? If you'd like. Okay. Well, I don't know what to talk about now. What are some things that you like about your friends? A lot of things. I mean, they're really fun to hang out with, like after school and on the weekends, and they really like my baking, and it's fun to complain about school together. They make me laugh a lot, and we have a lot of good memories and inside jokes. Oh, I'm bad at a lot of those things. So, are all those things important to you? Well, kind of, but they're not things I need to get out of everybody. Everyone in the club is really different from that, but I'm still friends with them too. Well, Sayuri really likes to baking, and she makes you laugh, and she complains a lot. That doesn't mean she's anything like my other friends. Well, unlike them, she's a nice person who cares about your feelings. Excuse me? How about you don't talk about my friends that you don't know anything about? Natsuki stands up. No, wait. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't want to say something bad. Please don't leave. Natsuki sighs and shakes her head. It's fine. As long as you understand that you can't just judge people like that. I'm sorry. Natsuki sits back down. You can't just compare friends like that. Like, measure who's better than who. Everyone's different. I'm sorry. I just don't like people who want to hurt you. A moment of silence stretches between them. Aw, wholesome. They don't want to hurt me. We just like to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun. I don't like that. Well, that's why I'm friends with them and you're not. You like it? Just don't worry so much about me. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts like how Monica can. She's good at these things. Not really. Also, I don't always want help. Sometimes it's just stuff I have to deal with myself. That's what Monica and Sarah never seem to understand. Listen, look. If you have friends that tease you, like, it kind of depends on like what they tease you about. You know what I mean? Like me and my friends, we tease each other all the time. But to be honest, the things that we tease each other over, like, they're kind of like dumb things, and like we all can laugh about it. You know, it's not really things that are like personal. So, I feel like teasing your friends is fine. Just make sure you know what like people's limits are. If something's a really touchy subject, probably shouldn't tease it. And also, There should be times where you can be serious. That's the thing what Natsuki's saying, is that it seems like that she can never be serious with her friends at all. That is not a good thing. You should be able to have a few times here and there where you can be with your friends and have like a genuine serious discussion. Like if it's always just teasing, always just goofing around and joking around, I don't think that's a good friend group in my opinion. I feel like a good friend group is both. Where yeah, most of the time you guys are kind of goofing off, but like when things lock in and you really need to talk about something, then you can talk about it. Anyways, sometimes all you do is look at them wrong and they're like, "Oh, what's wrong? Is everything okay?" I just want to mind my own business sometimes and decide myself if I want to talk about things. The only one who understands that is you, so you really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think. Oh, you don't need to reassure me or anything. I mean that. Plus, it makes sense that someone who doesn't talk a lot would make a good listener. That is true, to be fair. Thank you. You're also nice. I used to not talk that much, but because of that, I ended up being like, damn, basically a freaking therapist for people. It's really hard for me. It doesn't come naturally at all. It's so weird because I always thought of myself as someone who can just say whatever's on my mind, but I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed or upset or I want to say something mean. Why am I like that? You don't have to answer that. I'm just talking to myself. Yuri nods and remains silent. Natsuki nods, notices her fidgeting with the pages of her book. How come you like reading so much? Oh, well, a lot of reasons, but I just get sucked into it so easily. It's so immersive. Like I want to be a part of it. I think there are a lot of things about people in real life that make me feel uncomfortable and frustrated, especially when it comes to following social conventions and group interactions. I just don't really understand it, and I have no real desire to participate. But it's different with books. I feel like I always want to be around the characters. I feel such a strong emotional connection with them in ways I've never felt with real people. So in that way, it can sometimes feel more real than real life. Really, it's that hard for you to be around people like all the time. Fairly often, especially in group settings. When people are making all kinds of conversation and saying jokes and all of that, I don't know what to do and I just disengage. Oh, that doesn't get lonely? I don't think so. I can still enjoy spending time with someone on one, and I have online friends too, of course. Do you ever wish that you could be friends with the characters in your books? All the time. Sometimes so badly that it makes my heart ache. Yeah, me too. Really? Mm-hmm. A lot. Bro, if I could be friends with Leorio, oh my gosh. Like like more than anything. After Natsuki mutters that, silence fills the stairwell. What's what? Shikamaru? I'd be friends with Shikamaru. I would be friends with Shikamaru. We would just be kicking it, like straight up. We would just be kicking it. It would just be like a chill time. But like when we need to lock in, we would lock, including me. We would lock in. Yes, we, as in me as well, as in I am also on the intelligence level of Shikamaru. Yes, I'm claiming this as a fact. But it's a mutual sign. one, one full understanding. Man, I'm dead. Okay. Boom. So, well, that was quick. All right, let's go. This is the final one. All right. Hey, oh, hello. I almost thought you weren't coming today. Yeah, well, lunch is already more than halfway over. Natsuki had typically been meeting Yuri in the stairwell much earlier since it had been a good way of dodging her friends when she didn't feel like seeing them. Today, she's holding a large plastic container in both hands. I ran into my friends, so I hung out with them for a while. Is that so? Yeah, I was in a good mood today, so I figured I should. I haven't seen them in a while, which I had to come up with an excuse for, but I expected that. Plus, I have way more of these than I know what to do with, so I figured I would share them too. As she sits down, Natsuki opens the lid of her container. You made cupcakes. You know it. It's been a while at this point, so I figured it was about time again. You can take one if you want. Yuri takes a cupcake and carefully twirls it between her fingers. It's brown with dark green frosting, immaculately shaped to a floral petal and topped with some kind of glittery powder. How pretty. I just ate, so I may not be able to finish it. Are they for the club? Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about it. I just made them. I just thought that because green is Monica's favorite color, right? Well, yeah, that's not really... Yuri takes a small bite. This is a green tea flavored. I love green tea. Oh, do you? Oh, shut up. It was like, come on. Okay, yeah. Tsundere? Oh, yeah. Okay. It was a random idea I wanted to try, so don't laugh at me. I'm not. I just feel happy. Oh, sorry. Usually when, never mind. What I meant is I'm glad. Sorry for saying dumb things again. I just want to do something nice, and this is something I happen to be good at. And I do know that you like them from past experience. Yuri turns red, recalling the time she treated herself rather generously to Natsuki's cupcakes. Ironically, her mouth is too full of cupcake for her to stammer an excuse, so she just settles for a disapproving look. How'd you get into baking? Oh, well, I don't know. It just kind of just always appealed to me. Well, a few years ago, I read this one manga with a lot of baking, so I got, like, super into it for a while. I was probably making stuff almost every day. Food Wars? Sorry. Oh, my gosh. Food Wars sucks, guy. Oh, and I watched all of it. I watched the entire anime. I didn't read the manga, but I watched the anime. Food Wars sucked. Food Wars sucked. Okay, I'm not even gonna mention the goonerism. Just like as a story, oh my gosh, dude, Food Wars is so dumb, and I hate the ending was so trash. But something that I always liked anyway, it's like baking is like art, but when you get good at it, it gets more delicious too. I'm struggling to imagine myself putting my heart into something so artistic, knowing that I would just be eaten afterwards. Yeah, maybe you're too practical for it. I think I prefer to be on the receiving end. That's my other favorite part about it. It's something I can do that makes a lot of people happy, like unconditionally. Everyone's always so thankful, and in that moment, you get to be like the bringer of joy. I don't know, it just makes you feel valued. Yeah, I guess that. So you're able to come make up with your friends today? There wasn't really anything to make up with them about. We weren't fighting or anything. You weren't? Maybe I misunderstood. It only turns into a fight if I lose my cool, and that's just unnecessary drama. It only makes things worse. So they're not gonna stop. I mean, it only happens sometimes, anyways. It's just the way they are. I'm the only one who ever has a problem with it. It's not worth it, especially since I have somewhere to go now when I don't feel like hanging out with them. Oh, I see. The cupcake's empty foil wrapper audibly crinkles as Yuri clenches a fist. I'm glad that the situation's resolved and that you don't have to avoid them anymore. Yeah, me too. And I don't have to bother you during your alone time anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on. Yeah. I know that the cupcakes are basically nothing compared to all the stuff you've done for me, but it's the best I can do, so you can have the rest of them. Natsuki grabs the box and slides over to Yuri's feet. How many How big are these cupcakes? Yuri stares to the box. Then she shakes her head and slides them back. You should save them for your other friends. But I made them for you. Natsuki's voice whines as she protests. I know, and I like them very much, exactly as you thought. You succeeded, but I know you care about making your other friends happy too. And if this is the way you know how to make them that happen, then I'm not going to take that away from you. No, they were for making you happy. You make me happy. You're worth more than cupcakes to some people. So that's why uh, they want to spend time with you and be your friend. Without warning, tears pour from Natsuki's eyes. She pulls her knees to her chest and starts sobbing into our arms. Natsuki, I'm such a bad person. Yuri stammers, feeling, what, I don't even know what's happening. I didn't mean to say anything bad. Natsuki shakes her head and wipes her eyes. You didn't. Natsuki tries to choke back her sobs but struggles to speak through them. I just really hate myself sometimes, and it feels so wrong when you say things that are nice to me. Like I don't deserve it. I'm sorry. No, I am. I'm so difficult, and I can't think of even a single thing about myself that someone would like. And I hated myself for bothering you during lunch. I just thought it was my chance to be a good person, like to be nice and do the things you wrote about in the letter. I knew if I tried in the club, Sarah and Monica would be super annoying and make a huge deal out of it. I think a lot of those negative things too about myself. I never felt like a good person. I always scrutinize everything I say, and later I feel like I said all the wrong things. I spent so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, and feeling like everyone else must hate me too. So I understand some of that through my own experience, and that's why I wanted to write the letter and express my feelings. It pained me to see those things in someone else that I saw in myself. Natsuki sniffles. Yuri rustles through her bag and pulls out some tissues and hands them to Natsuki. Monica told me that it takes a good person to reflect on these things. The desire to improve yourself, that makes you a good person. So don't worry so much. Also, there are things about you that people would like. So, like what? Like how you're fun for people to be around, and you're not shy, and you know how to make people laugh, and you're very passionate about things, and you know how to take the lead, and you care a lot about other people, and just a lot of things. Oh, well, now you're making me feel really embarrassed. Well, you're the one who asked, and don't think I feel embarrassed. Natsuki tries to hide a smile, then she sighs as it fades again. Every time I come here, I always think it's the last time, but then I keep coming back for some reason. Is that bad? It's just really confusing. I mean, my friends and I go way back, so ditching them all the time feels like, I don't know, feels like what? Natsuki's voice gets quiet. Maybe I'm scared that they'll get mad at me. I really don't know what to do. She pauses. Yuri stares into the distance, tracing her eyes along the patterns of the floor tiles while she thinks to herself. What would you do hypothetically if your friends were happy for you instead of mad at you? Happy for what? Happy that your new club is making you happy. Well, that's just not a fair hypothetical. Natsuki says that, but with little confidence in her voice. I always told myself that I don't rely on the approval of others to be happy, and I still feel that way, but the time spending with this I'm spending time with people who put me down whenever I don't have their approval. That's probably what's making me feel so confused because I'm threatened out of the things that should make me happy. So no matter what, it's like I have to be unhappy to be happy. It's making my head hurt. That must make it really difficult to feel comfortable with yourself. Being made to feel like you're wrong just for being the person you are. It really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? It goes against the kind of person I want to be. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with a lot of things. Natsuki presses her palms into her forehead and shakes her head. I know what's best for me, but I keep convincing myself out of it. It's so much easier to be uncomfortably unhappy than it is to do something so scary. To do what? To end it. With them? Natsuki nods. I don't think you're... I thought they were talking about a different type of end. I was like, oh shit. But yeah. I don't think we're actively considering that as an option. Look, like I said, if your friend group is treating you like trash all the time, and you can never lock in with them, you can never have a serious, genuine discussion with them, and they're always trolling and goofing and teasing, then they're not your friends. With all due respect, they're really not. Like I don't know how to tell you guys this. They're not. You should be able to, yeah, goof around, tease, have fun, yes, but also be able to have a genuine, serious conversation. If you can't even do that, which is the bare minimum in a friend slash friend group, then they're not your actual friends. They're just there to kind of spend time with you. That's it. Like, you're just there for their entertainment almost. So, hey, man, if you want to stick with them, you do what you do, but that's my advice. I wasn't until recently. It's just one of those things where, like, it's just been a certain way for so long that you just get used to it. Like, so much of you has gone into it, so much that it feels like that's just how your life is. And throwing it away is like throwing away such a big part of your life, and it makes me feel sick to think about. Natsuki sighs. It's just really scary. It's terrifying. What are you scared of? I don't know. A lot of things, like being alone, not having anyone to talk to or hang out with, not being able to replace what I have with them. And I don't want them to hate. You have the literature club, right? Like, I'm scared they'll hurt. Okay, I guess he doesn't realize it yet. And I'm scared they'll hurt me for going against them. Physically? Not physically, but Yuri clenches her fist. Natsuki, what? If anyone even thinks to cause you harm, you gotta hit them right back. Pop, 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 pop. I will unleash hell upon them. Okay. Natsuki snorts in laughter. With all due respect, I'm sorry, Yuri, this coming from you? Like, come on. Yeah, you got the knife and all that, but come on, bro. Don't laugh at me. Sorry. I mean, hey, if this is a Monica amped, Monica amped. Oh my gosh, I can't just. Oh, dude. Yeah. If Monica's amped her, then maybe. Sorry, I like that. That's all. Oh, well, I meant it. I know you did. Natsuki gives Yuri an endearing look. I needed it. As the conversation lapses, Natsuki again slides her box of cupcakes over to Yuri. Just take them, okay? I don't want other people to have them anymore. Are you sure? Natsuki nods. I'm sure. I will then. I'll enjoy them. Natsuki looks away, but a feeling of warmth spreads through her. She holds onto that feeling, knowing it will give her courage. Okay. Yeah, see, I knew there was more. There's a CG. Ah, you're here first today. Mm-hmm. And you brought reading material. Mm-hmm. Natsuki's sitting in her usual spot, this time holding a volume of manga while her lunch sits beside her. Yuri sits down as well and opens her own book. It sucks when a good series has to come to an end. Like, it's such a big part of your life, and then one day there's just nothing left. It makes you feel so empty. Unfortunately, I'm about to experience that myself. I'm on the last book of the series. Ah, you're really funny, Dan Silvato, freaking bastard. Of course, like, they're saying all this while this is like a final, like the final part of the side stories. Like, I'm almost done with this. Like, and I'm starting to feel that a little bit. Oh man, it's been a lot of fun playing through this. That's what I'm saying. That sucks. But there's also something satisfying about letting my story conclude. I don't know what I'd want to do if for it to go on forever. Maybe, but there are some things that I wish I could. On the other hand, have you read something that overstates welcome? Yeah, definitely. I can think of at least one thing I've read that got pretty unbearable like halfway through and the ending really sucked. So it sucks when something good has to end, but it also sucks when they just keep inventing more plot until you don't like it anymore. The Walking Dead. Whoa, who said that? I guess it sucks either way. Well, I'm talking about the TV show, by the way. That's the nature of all things. They come to an end. The two fall silent. They slowly eat while making their way through their respective reading material. Except Natsuki doesn't seem to be touching her food at all. You don't go out during the weekends, right? Excuse me? Like with friends at the mall or downtown or whatever? I'm not a total shut-in. Oh, my bad for making assumptions. Well, I'm sure I go out less than often than other people like you and the others in the club. I don't really meet with friends and arbitrarily spend time like that. I'm usually meeting with my board game group. She plays board games? Wow, board game group? It doesn't matter. It's just more nerdy stuff. Why do you ask anyway? I was just curious. I just realized I couldn't picture it, so I was just curious. Yuri looks at Natsuki and realizes that she's shaking. Don't look at me like that. Sorry. Natsuki pulls her knees into her chest and puts her head down. I can't take this. Did I do something? Yuri gets flustered, her mind racing over what she may have said or done. I did. I ended it. I texted them earlier telling them, and then I just blocked them because I was afraid of their responses. And now it feels like I'm dying inside. Oh, that's courageous. I'm sorry. Totally unsure what to do, Yuri can barely find any words of support to offer. Meanwhile, the sound of Natsuki unusually hard breathing fills the air. Then she speaks again, barely above a whisper. Help me. I feel sick and I want to hit my head against things. Please help. I can't take this. You may be having a panic attack. With that realization, Yuri's demeanor suddenly changes. I have experience with this, so I'll help you through it, okay? Natsuki meekly nods through her rapid breath, her head still buried in her knees. Yuri slides over to Natsuki and sits on the step behind her. Then she puts her hand on Natsuki's shoulders. Can you feel my hands? Natsuki nods. Her shaking becomes much more apparent through Yuri's sense of touch. Yuri keeps her voice low and gentle. You're safe right now. You're in a good and safe place where nothing can hurt you. Natsuki nods once more. Although Yuri is only touching Natsuki's shoulders, she can practically feel her racing pulse through the base of her neck. We'll do a breathing exercise together. All you have to do is listen to my breaths and breathe along with me. Let's breathe in now. Yuri takes a slow, deep breath. Beneath her hands, she feels Natsuki's shoulders rise as Natsuki takes a breath of her own, trying to mimic Yuri. They exhale together, although Natsuki's breath shakes on the way out. That's good. Let's keep going. Yuri breathes in once more, and Natsuki joins her. They continue like that for a few more cycles while Yuri closely monitors. Eventually, Yuri feels Natsuki rest more of her weight into Yuri's palms. Let's focus on the physical world. All you have to do is focus on the feeling of your breast going in and out, and the weight of my hands on your shoulders. You're in a safe and comfortably physical space. Looking at, sorry. My minutes pass in silence, but now the worst of it has passed, but Yuri is determined not to move away until Natsuki prompts her to. Meanwhile, Natsuki has lifted her head off her knees and her breathing has mostly steadied. Then she takes a final deep breath and slowly pulls herself to her feet, causing Yuri to let go. She stretches her arms. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. I don't know what my deal is. You don't have to apologize. This must be enormously stressful for you. Is that going to keep happening? It may or it may not. We can take measures to help prevent it in the future, but I think it will naturally get better over time. Natsuki motions to sit back down again, so Yuri moves over. Yuri turns away to pick up her open book from the dusty floor, which she had hastily set down earlier. She brushes the dust off of the cover. I don't think I could have gone through that alone. You're not alone. Feeling shy again, Yuri speaks into her own lap. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone. As she says that, Yuri tenses up. It's rare for her to so openly share her thoughts, but something about Natsuki of all people makes it so much more natural to do so. Perhaps because, like Yuri, Natsuki's so timid and uncertain of herself. Natsuki does such a good job at hiding it that it's taken a long time for Yuri to finally realize it. And because of that, Yuri is able to deliver the reassurance that she herself would have wanted, demonstrating that you deserve the love of others. If you can accept that for the first time, then perhaps you can begin the tumultuous journey of learning to love yourself. She's literally against her shoulder. And I guess, well, it says that there's still 3 more CGs, so, or well, now there's 2, now that we've unlocked this. I don't know if we're going to see the other 2 here. I don't know. Do you really mean that? You're probably going to regret saying that if you do. How so? Because I'm probably going to have a lot of free time during the weekends from now on. So you're giving me permission to be as annoying as I want and drag you around to a lot of places. I see. But you already said it, so you can't take it back now. Ah, well, I suppose I have no choice but to accept that the responsibility then. I know a good ice cream place. Oh, that means you'll finally figure out my favorite ice cream flavor. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, you don't remember? The first day you came to the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream flavor, but for me, you said you had no idea. Seriously? I don't remember that at all. Oh, wait, yes, I do. I said it was probably green tea. Yuri shakes her head. It was a good guess, but my favorite is usually to get chocolate and raspberry together. Okay. Chocolate and raspberry? How fancy. How is that fancy? I don't know. I feel like I should have guessed something like that. Well, man, I'm sorry. That's such a mid like that's such a mid combination, but whatever, dude. You do you. Maybe next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry. That's not an improvement, with all due respect. Hey, strawberry is my favorite. What a coincidence. I think it helps to have something to look forward to. I still have the sick feeling in my stomach, but it feels easier now to convince myself that I did the right thing. Is there anything better that I could be doing? Not that I know of. There's nothing that will make this easy for me, and you already did more than I thought anyone could. Come to think of it, we never talked about the letter you wrote, but I feel like we're the way past that at this point. I don't even know what to talk about, except that I think it helped me understand my needs a little bit better, the way I like to be treated, and the kind of friends that I want to have. And that's why I wanted to start coming here in the first place, even though I was so scared of causing more problems. I thought it was a coincidence that you ran in to hear me initially. Oh, well, not exactly. What do you mean? Nothing. Okay. I may have tracked you down first with the help of Sayori. But you said I was shy, okay? I wasn't ready to, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess I'm glad that you worked up the courage, even if it was in your own way. I can tell that you've been making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave and it'll make things better in the long run. I think anyone would be proud of you for it. Anyone? You mean like you? Yes, like me. You know, I could get used to this. As long as you don't tease me too much, fine. Just a little then. That's fine. I know how uncertain everything feels to you right now, but I really do think that good things are in store. Those are my honest feelings. Thanks. It feels nice to be reassured. The two girls continue their conversation through the remainder of lunch, but a new feeling hangs in the air, a feeling of greater certainty in their path forward. In just a few hours, there will be another literature club meeting where the four club members will happily spend time together, each of them all with their own special qualities, having something unique that they can deliver to one another. Through friendship and literature, the club members will continue to grow and find new happiness together. The end of each chapter is the start of the next. Yuri thinks to herself, since she's about to finish her long-running series, it'd be best to have a new book lined up. Perhaps this weekend would be a good time to visit the bookstore together. Aww, wholesome. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Wait, no, there's one more. Oh, wow. What? I thought that was it. Wow, okay. How long is this one gonna wait, wait, so this isn't the this isn't the final. This is not the final then. This is the finale then. And we definitely are gonna have to, or I'm sorry, we're definitely gonna have to freaking just like open up the wiki, crack open the wiki, and then like look at the rest of the mail because there's no way. Or oops, let's go here. That's crazy. I'm not doing this today. Like, no, I'm not doing this today. We'll do this tomorrow. But wow, I thought that was it. But yeah, okay. Equals. Yeah, that makes sense then. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll do this as the final one. So for now, though, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed Self Love parts 1 and 2, and I'll see you again tomorrow, I guess, to finally finish Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. All right, goodbye.